passive-aggressive ways, people got revenge.
Hey everyone, so today we're doing part 6 of our Minecraft
Don't mess with Mark.
series.
Back in the hazy days of February 2011, college student and entrepreneur
I know
Mark
why
realized his expensive MacBook Air had been
it's
stolen
showing
from
a
his storage
tutorial
terminal area.
thing.
The culprits, he resigned himself to
It's
buying a new
night.
one. However, being a bit of a tech
Time to
whiz,
sleepy.
Mark had installed a program
For
on
right
his
now.
computer that
We're
automatically
asleep.
uploaded all its files to the cloud. So, a few weeks later, when he logged onto this program with his new laptop, he discovered that whoever had stolen his old MacBook was using it. And all their files had been backed up for
Yes,
Mark to
I
see.
think this is
He
gonna
got the
be a
news
long one.
and immediately reported him to the police. But then something else caught Mark's eye.
Yeah, but it might
In
not.
the folder was a video of what appeared to be someone dancing. Mark clicked on it and was astonished. It was the thief.
So, this cobblestone house. Well, so if my house was destroyed from that would be the end of this series. So, why zombie villager? Why is there a zombie villager? That could be natural, or that could mean there's a village nearby.
I'm not a judgmental guy. I once met someone who loved peanut butter and sardine sandwiches, and we're still friends. But
Hunger now. I have hunger.
Fortunately, Reddit user Intrepid Ed once had a very different experience. He lived in an apartment block, and his downstairs neighbors would hang around on their balcony and smoke all night.
So yes.
Which would have been fine if the smoke didn't drift up into Intrepid's ventilation system and stink out his entire apartment.
So I don't know what the name of this episode will be. So if I upload it before I find out, once I find out, I'll change the name and add it. The title of this video will be.
He quietly tiptoed out onto his own balcony, aimed the water gun down at the smokers below, and unleashed ice cold liquid vengeance all over them. Immediately,
Also, my inventory is full of a lot of stuff. I'm gonna empty into my double chest. Empty my iron. I don't even got 3 of.
But Intrepid just denied the accusations, asked if they were sure it wasn't raining.
I can make an iron sword though.
Don't you think of going anywhere though?
That's one thing.
Like and subscribe buttons, of course.
Yep, I'm gonna take this iron back and make an iron sword.
My other videos for that matter. Now where were we? Oh yeah. Little person, big revenge. No matter what shape or size you are, everybody should be treated equally. That being said, doesn't always happen. Reddit user Wendilto is a man with dwarfism, a genetic condition resulting in short stature. So when he's out in public, he'll sometimes draw attention, mostly from inquisitive children. Usually their parents will awkwardly drag them away and reprimand them, which Wendilto understands even if it says in the video. One day, as he was walking down the sidewalk, he passed a mom and her young child. The kid was throwing a tantrum over something. So far, so normal. However, when Milton started pointing at him, unbelievably, she was telling her child that he was one of Santa's elves and that he was watching them. They didn't behave because Santa on them and they wouldn't get any gifts for Christmas. Well, one thing was true. When Milto was watching, and he wasn't happy. One of Santa's elves? Suppressing the anger, he was about to move on when he noticed the kid's name on a keyring on their backpack mine. He walked over to the crying kid, smiled, and said, "It's
So,
okay, Hunter. You're already on the nice list. Santa's getting you an iPad for Christmas." Just like that, Hunter's tantrum ended. Mom, on the other hand, looked like she was about to throw one. The pecking order. When you're on vacation,
so it's a zombie.
if you've got the whole place
It's literally a zombie. There's a zombie right there.
pulled up and sat right in front of you. I mean, sure, you're not technically doing anything wrong, but come on, there's a whole beach right there. Well, TikTok user Madison Third Beach and her family were put in this exact situation in the summer of 2022.
So,
Their response? Love.
the pig.
Okay, but what's throwing the hand?
Let pork chop.
Turns out, a lot. Almost immediately, to sit on
Yeah, die, boo. Die, zombies. I can eat your rotten flesh. So, I'm gonna go back mining. Maybe I can call this episode
Madison's family got their personal space back.
iron ore.
No, I can't help but feel if I'd have tried this, I'd have been caught straight away and attacked with a plastic shot or something. Kick in the butt.
No, that's a resource.
We were working a 9 to 5. The people we have to spend every weekday with are often the same ones we'd avoid if we saw them in the street. Reddit user OKPresent6508 knows this all too well.
I forgot need to go to my chest first. Really trusty planks. Because I don't got coal.
It flew across the room and our guy.
Tell me to resource fine. Why do I not have it?
The first couple of times it happened, okay, everybody found it fine. But after the 7th time, he'd had enough. So while he was on his own,
this is the only way I can smell.
the bottom and placed it back on the floor.
Wasting precious wood that could have been used other ways.
Everybody went to lunch as usual, and as usual, annoying bucket kicker went to do what he does best. Except this time his foot collided with the bucket, and a loud crunch made it leap back.
So,
Annoyed that he'd failed at kicking it across the room, bucket kicker picked it up to launch it with his arms, but as soon as he did, all the nuts and bolts came
time to
all over the
explore.
floor. It was an absolute mess. Okay smirked, pulled out a camping chair he brought in and said, "Gonna tidy that up."
I can name this Explore.
Now think about this. What do you do when you're
Exploring
on public
journey.
transport,
I can name
or you
this.
generally just can't stare at a screen? Do you still want to learn amazing facts and have your mind blown? Well, I've got the solution. Be Amazed is now available in podcast form. Look up Be Amazed on all major podcast platforms. Follow us now on the podcast platform of your choice, and you'll have the chance to win $500 of Amazon vouchers. We're giving $100 vouchers away to 5 lucky winners. All you need to do is slide into my DMs
I've already
on
lost
Facebook
my
or
house.
Instagram with a
But the
screenshot
dog.
showing follow
I
the
like
Be Amazed
these
podcast
types
and
of
let the top
dogs.
rating.
Yeah, I want to name it
Competition
Rex.
ends on the 30th of September. Winners will be
Don't
chosen
worry,
at random
I don't know why
by our
don't know why I just named every dog that looks like that Rex.
Papa's withy wrath. The Bible teaches us to love thy neighbor.
So,
But what if thy neighbor lets his dog run all over your lawn and do great big number 2s on it? because that's exactly the situation Redditor Love to Read 5000's grandpa found himself in some time ago. Old Gramps had caught the dog in the act multiple times, and every time he'd gone outside and yelled at the owner to control it. It had happened again and again and again. Till one day, Grandpa stopped going outside and yelling. Instead, he started going out after the dog had left and picking up the ground by nuggets himself. You might think he'd given up then, but oh no, he'd far from given up. After about a month, his granddaughter was nearby when she noticed her grandpa carrying a 5-gallon
It's a Tanga
across
bio.
the street towards his neighbor, who was
I could
just
find the
taking
Tanga
dog
village
outside.
and have a
When
new
Gramps got
home.
there, he stopped on his neighbor's yard, stared him down in the eye, and tipped out the contents of the bag. His neighbor gasped and recorded.
Why does the sun have to be 7
Not just any poop,
days?
same poop
Do I
that
have to
was
change to
in the
peaceful
yard
mode?
for the
Because if
last
I
month.
have
And
to,
you can bet
I
it
will.
stayed. Funnily enough, his granddaughter
Or I
never
could just
saw any
say
poop on her grandpa's lawn again
it.
after that.
It today because I
Sure,
enabled cheats on this world.
Pokemon. It's a
That's a
card
big
game,
reveal.
TV show,
Because
video
keep
game,
inventory
pretty much
sign.
an empire at this point.
Yes.
Why?
So
Because
when I
there's a
die,
legion
I'll
of
just
fans
keep
so
my
loyal,
inventory.
they'll do anything to keep on catching them all. And I do mean anything. One kid found this out the hard way back in 2017. His two older brothers were sat in the living room laying their collection of cards out on the floor and comparing them.
Yes, I just
However,
said
the
it
younger
today.
sibling was more interested in grabbing the cards and throwing them around the room than the game itself. Now, what did I tell you about Pokemon fans? Yeah, they're ruthless. And understandably, these ones didn't take kindly to having their fun ruined. So their response was to take a look. They duct taped their brother to a chair.
So,
I wonder if he messed with his siblings' cards
I
ever
collect
again
some
after that.
sugar cane.
Dented marriage. When you're a kid, there's nothing more fun than going over to your friend's house for a play date.
I can
Unless,
get
of
some
course, they have parents
sugar,
hell.
sweet
This was exactly
sugar.
the situation single mom
Some
Ciso
sweet
realized her
sugar.
daughter was in back in 2022.
In fact, I have 3
Ciso
items.
didn't like that her daughter
Just
Prince
have the
was.
dust,
Bad
the
Mike's
redstone
Lassie
dust
mom Sharon was judgmental, arrogant, and rude.
texture.
But her
Redstone
daughter got
dust.
on well with theirs,
Of
so
course,
she
that
would
has
go
the
round for
redstone
play
dust
dates. That is
texture.
until one day her
Glowstone
daughter came
dust
home from her
has
latest
the
play date
redstone dust
crying. She was a picky
texture.
eater, and apparently Sharon
And
had told her off
sugar
for putting
has
food
it.
that day. Not only that, but she'd also been aggressively trying to get Ciso's daughter to attend Sunday school with her, despite neither Ciso nor her daughter being religious. Well, Ciso didn't take kindly to this. She caught Sharon, and after a heated debate, the two parents agreed to only hold playdates at
That's
Ciso's
just,
house.
yeah, that's just copper.
You think
I
that'd
just
be
need
it,
to make
right?
sure before
Oh,
I
boy. The next week
dived
Sharon
in.
arrived at the door with her daughter. As soon as Ciso opened the door, the other brother came storming in and launched into an angry tirade. Apparently, because Ciso was a single mom, she obviously couldn't make good decisions. And
If I saw a blue thing at the bottom of the water,
something she said clearly in front
I
of
mean at
everybody.
the bottom there,
Then she grabbed her daughter and
it'll be my
left,
first
slamming the
time
door
getting
behind her.
diamonds in
Well, Ciso
survival
took that
mode.
as a declaration of war. That night, she made a fake
Because
Facebook
I've
account
never got
posing as an
diamonds
attractive
in
young
survival
woman and
mode
started
before.
messaging Sharon's husband, Mike. Turns out he was just as sleazy as she thought. Mike immediately responded, flirting at first, but quickly implying he wanted more than just a chat. Bingo! Ciso screenshotted the whole conversation and sent it over to Sharon.
I'm gonna look for a village.
The next morning, Ciso saw Mike storming out of the house with a suitcase and recklessly driving off.
Because if I don't find a village, I have to live in a new biome.
Whatever you need, however you need it, we're at your door. Ship delight in every delivery.
This tiny home trend, not for me. Now this is more like it. Same goes for my footwear. So I went hands-free with Y-Fit Skechers slip-ins. Just step in and go without bending down or touching my shoes. Y-Fit hands-free Skechers slip-in.
She came back a couple of days later, so Ciso hadn't destroyed their marriage, but she'd certainly put a dent in it. Phew.
So,
There's a moral to this one. Don't be a judgmental douchebag, and don't be a sleazebag. Peace.
So I'm gonna find a village. I really want to find a
But
village.
it's even worse when
Wait,
you're the one
3
that's
hunger left.
I
only rotten flesh. Yes, I'm gonna die. I am going to die of hunger. Maybe not. Maybe you will. Yes, so.
Yep, she posted a raw fish through her ex's door, and not just once, every single day.
Either I find a village or I
don't know
don't.
exactly what her ex did, but the sheer level of commitment here does
So,
seem a little fishy, doesn't it? Well, I did a little more digging, and it turns out that's because it is. Katie didn't actually post a fish every day, she just said that for the TikTok cloud. She did post it once, though. I guess after that she realized there's plenty more fish in the sea.
So,
2 for 10.
if I find a Tangle
Very
Village.
old saying.
OMG, it's a really tall
Are
tree.
funny, no matter what age you are. But they can also be the most horrific things a human can ever experience, something Redditor user Gonzo is Sexy knows all too well. Gonzo used to work in an office where she got along with almost everyone, apart from one co-worker called Jasmine.
So,
Go out of her way to tell Gonzo how much she didn't like her. Apparently, she was too chubby, but too everything. So one day, in an attempt to make amends, Gonzo brought her a 4-leaf clover. Admittedly, this seemed a little odd, but she meant it as a nice gesture.
also, if I don't reply to comments, I just don't want my comments with one extra comment, which is me, that, so it doesn't confuse. So I don't have to read the comments with the number -1. So,
and she kept doing it every time she got up. Not just for the day, for the whole week. Over and over again, she'd run past, and over again, she'd launch her dastardly bowel bombs. It was a utter apocalypse. Amazingly, Jasmine never once reacted to the onslaught, but Gonzo knew she must have smelled them. It was impossible not to. Put it this way, by the end of that week, Jasmine certainly didn't smell like flowers.
the fox. What the fox doing?
Nobody likes a thief, but if you've ever shared a college dorm, you'll know they're a food thief's favorite hunting.
What the fox doing? What the fox doing?
One British student we'll call Sarah.
So,
bad roomie. They wouldn't just steal her food, they'd take a bite or two before putting her food back in the fridge. Final straw came when Sarah found a single huge bite taken out of her brand new block of cheese. That was it. Seething on a wrong dormie hatched a devious plan to get her revenge. Step 1, buy a pizza. Step 2, carefully slice off the toppings of a few pizza slices. Now, step 3 is where it gets interesting and incredibly gross. It just so happens that earlier in the day, Sarah had spotted a couple of dead lizards on the side of the road near where she lived. So she went back, picked them up, and, well, I bet you can guess where she put them. Right inside the pizza. Eat those bad boys up in the and boom. We sealed in our little friends, and it was impossible to tell if anything was amiss.
So,
All we had to do was put the slices in the fridge and wait. The next morning, Sarah eagerly crept down into the kitchen, and sure enough, there was the pizza box lying open on the counter. One slice had been completely consumed, and the second slice was half eaten with a gruesome bit of lizard hanging from one side of it. Yeah. Sarah then posted a note on the fridge with pictures of the entire process, revealing to the food thief they'd eaten a dead lizard. Man, I don't even know what to say about this one. I guess revenge is a dish best served scared.
So,
Train for vengeance. If you've ever been on a trip, you know the importance of securing a seat. Nobody wants to stay up for a trip. User Magnus 40 knew this all too well, so he booked a seat for his 4-hour journey from Edinburgh to London well in advance. When he boarded his train, however, he realized somebody was sat in his seat. And not just any seat, a window seat with a table. Prime real estate in terms of trains. He asked the man to move, but he rudely refused. So Magnus got the attention of the ticket collector.
So,
Ticket collector asked the man this time, but again he refused. So what now? Asked Magnus. The ticket collector shrugged and said, "That's
So-
another seat. I can't move him, and the police won't turn up." Just
we're now 20 minutes into this video.
The regular train cars were so full there weren't any other seats to take. I'm going to sit at first class. He grabbed his things and made to leave when the ticket collector shouted, "You can't do that. You don't have a booking for first class." Well, Magnus knew exactly what to say to that. You could call the police, but apparently they won't turn up just to move someone out of the seat. And with that, he walked off into the first class carriage, took a seat, and had one of the best train journeys of his life. Now that's some first class revenge. Just a joke.
So,
Whether you're working in an office or studying at school, the day-to-day grind can be dull. So what better way to spruce things up than with a funny, harmless prank? But sometimes people take it too far.
so,
When they do, they might get something a whole lot worse back in revenge. Apparently, according to an old forum post from 2007, a colleague at a call center stole another worker's precious Twinkie from his lunchbox. How did the wrong party respond? Well, they went to great lengths to ensure it never happened again. How? By buying a butt ton of Twinkies and filling the offender's entire cubicle with them. Of course. Damn, it's a work of art. In all honesty, though, this entire story is probably fake. For a start, if I zoom in, are those the edges of
So,
the boxes I see? Looks like this cubicle has been filled with boxes, and the Twinkies have been stuck on the sides on the top to make this prank look a lot sweeter than it is. Real or not, though, I definitely wouldn't want to be the victim of this next act of revenge. Back in 2006, Reddit user Steve Heaves was a student in the shared accommodation block, which led to pranks on the residents.
so, thanks to the water that I'm still
really outdone themselves. But they came down later and completely dismissed the report, calling it lame and saying he'd seen way worse during his time. Steve and his pals decided this disrespectful prank would not stand, and so responded with some seriously grotesque retaliation. All of them proceeded to shave down there, gather the trimmings, and then stuck the hair on the advisor's doorknob. When the advisor eventually returned, he grabbed the doorknob without looking, and most of them came off in his hand. But I hope that advisor wasn't squeamish, because there's not enough therapy in the world that would help me get over touching that furry horror show. Card attack. Nothing annoys me more than people who are rude to customer service staff. And Reddit user Bear Sniff My Head obviously feels the same way. When he saw a couple of middle-aged women mistreated a young Walmart store assistant, he went to a whole new level to teach them a lesson. The two women were blocking the store assistant's way with their grocery-laden shopping carts and wouldn't move after being politely asked to do so. Instead, they sat down at the young assistant and told him to find another way. Well, Bear wasn't going to stop for that. He casually walked over, grabbed one of the women's carts, and started running off with it at full pelt. It took a moment for the woman to react, but then they bolted straight after him. A wild race ensued, with Bear dashing down the aisles and swerving to other shoppers in a bid to escape the enraged women. And he did.
So,
The story let go, turned on his heel, and
talk
ran
to
back
us.
to his own car.
Gay.
And it didn't stop there. Oh no. It just so happened that the other woman's car was near his. She left it abandoned.
How hard is it?
Jackpot. Bear grabbed both her cart and his own and went off to the camping section, where she never think the road. Bear took some of her groceries, put them in his own cart, and left hers there. He never saw either woman again, or the worker he avenged. Until about a year later, that is. Bear was sat in a restaurant with his family when he recognized one of the waitresses serving him. It was the worker for Walmart. She recognized him too and excitedly told him what had happened after he'd left that fateful day. Apparently, the two rude women had complained to the manager and demanded that Bear be arrested. However, the worker told her manager what really happened. Safe to say, no police were called. The two women stormed off and the whole story became a Walmart legend. So there you have it. Respect customer service staff.
So,
Cart stolen by a wild grocery pinching vigilante named Bear. Probably. Maybe. Automobile anarchy. You gotta
So, that wraps up today's video and this series. Goodbye.
Bad parking